Hey guys, what's up? It is Michael from Lean Body Lifestyle, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make a healthy mini personal pizza. And what you're going to use today for the bread is actually sandwich rounds. I'm going to use 2 of them, and as you can see, they're really thin, and that's great because you're going to be able to get 4 mini pizzas. And these kind of remind me of the Lunchables. I don't know if you've ever had those, but those are terrible for you. But to start out, what we're going to do is toast these in a toaster, just to the point where they're crispy. So probably no longer than 1 or 2 minutes, just depending on your toaster. The only thing is you just don't want them to burn, and they'll probably burn easy because they're so thin. So I would just keep an eye on them. So I will see you guys when I'm done toasting these. Alright, so I just finished toasting these, and you just want to toast them to the point to where they're going to be a little bit crispy, kind of like a thin crust pizza. And now for the sauce, what you're going to do is take some tomato puree. This is nothing but just tomatoes blended up. You can make this yourself or you can buy it in a can. But to make this taste more authentic and like a store-bought pizza, I don't know if you ever looked at the nutritional information on pizza sauce, but it's loaded with sugar. And today, we're obviously not going to use sugar, we're going to use an all-natural sweetener, and that is stevia. And you're going to take 1 teaspoon of that and then add it into the tomato puree, and that will give it a sweet taste, but you won't be adding any sugar, so that's good. And then you're just going to stir the stevia up into the sauce. So now that the stevia is mixed into the sauce here, what we're going to do is for each sandwich round, each half of a sandwich round, we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of sauce to the top. So the amount of sauce, it really, that's personal preference. You could add more sauce or less, and don't really feel guilty about adding a lot of sauce because remember, the sauce is basically just blended up tomatoes, so it's just a vegetable. And then you're just going to take another spoon and spread the sauce across each of the pizzas. So now that the sauce is covering each pizza, what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of spice on top of the sauce, and that is a little bit of basil on each one, and then a little oregano, however you want to say it. And while these 2 spices are completely optional, it's little things like this in a recipe that make a big difference and make it taste a lot more authentic. So if you don't have them, don't worry about it, but if you do have them, that's great because it will probably make the recipe taste a lot better. And now what I have here, this is optional. For toppings, you can use whatever you want. You could use turkey, you could use tuna, you could use chicken. But today, what I have is a little bit of mushrooms that I went ahead and cut up before this video, and I'm going to put a little bit on the top of each one. And again, this is all preference. And then for an additional topping, what I'm going to do today is I have some leftover chicken that I'm not going to eat. It's kind of too small just to make one meal out of it, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to cut it up into small pieces and add that. So we're going to have a chicken and mushroom pizza in the end. So now I've got the chicken cut up. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on top of each one. And again, this is all preference. Add however much you like. And this is just going to be a nice source of protein in this meal. And now to top it off with cheese. Really, you don't want to use that much cheese because it's loaded with sodium, and based on the level of fat that you get, this is fat-free. So I guess you could use a little bit more, but just watch out for the amount of fats that you're eating. A lot of cheeses are really high in saturated fat and sodium, but I'm going to limit a half a cup to all 4 pizzas, and I think that should pretty much cover them all. And now what you're going to do is stick these in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for probably around 10 minutes. You should just keep an eye on it, and keep in mind that the buns or the pizza crust that we made, they're already toasted, so it's crispy. So all you really have to do is wait for the cheese to melt. So I will see you guys in around 10 minutes when these are done. Alright, so here we are 10 minutes later. These are completely done. As you can see, they're crispy, they're going to taste great, and they're healthy. Like I said, we have our whole wheat from the sandwich rounds. We have our vegetable from the sauce. We have a protein source with the chicken and the cheese, and also we have mushrooms just for added flavor. Now these are great. Total, all 4 of these are going to give you about 57 grams of carbs. You're going to get some good fiber, and the protein count is around 40 grams. All that will be in the description. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you wanted to make 2 servings out of this, you could, or if you wanted to make just a meal and eat all these at once, you could. Either way, that's fine. These are going to taste great, I promise. Try this one out, let me know what you think, and if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up rating because that helps me out so much, and I can't tell you how much that means to me when you guys support the videos. But I hope you guys have a good day, and also stop by my Facebook and Twitter, as well as my blog. That's new, that's down below also. But have a good day, like I said, guys. Enjoy this because they're gonna taste great. Bye.